Now, an 8 on your side investigation.
A lifelong Republican discovers she's now a Democrat, and she says the signature verifying that change is not hers. A Hillsborough woman told her daughter something is wrong, and she had no idea how right she was.
Yeah, the woman's really outraged here that someone would use her name to commit voter registration fraud here in Florida, a swing state where every single vote is so important. She's even more bothered, though, that the Hillsborough County Supervisor of Elections office wasn't taking her seriously. But that all changed when our senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews started asking some questions.
You know, when I questioned Craig Latimer and his staff about this, they told me she probably forgot she filled out a voter registration application. Since then, a lot has gone down. Voting, choosing those who will represent us to govern our country. A right many Americans hold sacred.
Something going on. Something is going on.
So when lifelong Republican Marina Agosto received a new voter ID card that told her she was now a registered Democrat, she and her daughter Minerva headed to the Hillsborough County Supervisor of Elections office to find out why.
They insisted that she had done it and that you must have forgotten, and she was very irate.
They discovered a group called Mi Familia Vota submitted a new voter registration application for Marina. This is the signature on the application.
I signed different, completely different.
Marina provided us with her signature. You be the judge. Supervisor of Election spokesperson Jerry Kramer. You tell me.
They look a little bit different. They don't look a lot different to me.
The birth year on the application also doesn't match Marina's voter ID card. This doesn't rise to maybe informing law enforcement? Signature?
All I have is this form. I don't know that, I don't have anything that tells me that this is illegal.
There's identity theft to an extent, you know, the forged signature and the voter registration. I mean, there's three things going on here.
The Supervisor of Elections office only contacted Mi Familia after we started asking questions. I went to Mi Familia in Tampa. They would not open the door.
No, we haven't had this kind of problems before in any other state.
Mi Familia's executive director, Ben Monteroso, spoke with me via Skype. Mi Familia, he claims, is investigating the 200 other applications submitted by the person who filled out Marina's.
We're going to do due diligence, and we're going to go and make sure that we contact every single one of the applications that she submitted.
Now, the person who filled out the voter registration application in Marina's name no longer works for Mi Familia. Was this voter registration fraud? Ben Monteroso says he's not sure, and he's going to investigate further.
So this group is basically investigating its own application, sort of like the Fox Garden hen house here.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
What about Hillsborough County Supervisor of Elections? What are they doing?
Well, the Supervisor of Election contends it's really not up to them. It's up to the State Division of Elections to investigate questionable applications. It also says safeguards are in place to protect against voter fraud. Now, there are thousands of these registration applications that were submitted by Mi Familia in the last few months.
That's what I was going to say. Where you see one, you got to think there might be more.
I just showed you, a friend texted me during your story, how widespread could this be? That's the question.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. Now, if you have a problem you think needs to be investigated, call our 8 on Your Side helpline. The number is on your screen, 1-800-338-0808.